Tonight, on My Sense, I reflect on the government's communication patterns. And allow me to head straight to a disturbing illustration. Early this week, the National Treasury, after months of work, wrote the following communication, and I quote, "The government is pleased to announce the successful pricing of a new 9.75%, $1.5 billion Eurobond due in 2031. This will amortize in 3 equal installments in 2029, 2030, and 2031, resulting in a weighted average life of 6 years. The 2031 Eurobonds have an issue price of 97.27%, yielding 10.375%. End of quote. So what have I said? Well, as you figure that out, the National Treasury intended to communicate that they have secured a new Eurobond, even though at a record high interest rate. The intention is to partly clear the $2 billion Eurobond due in June 2024. There has been no follow-up communication to the public apart from journalist-driven questions to the National Treasury. And then when Cabinet met on Wednesday, the Cabinet Office released a dispatch stating that the meeting welcomed the successful placement of the 1.5 billion Eurobond. There was no further details as to the implication of the borrowing, which now means that even though the $2 billion Eurobond will be cleared in June, it will be succeeded by the new one that runs until February 2031. New interest payments to make a problem postponed. You see, there has been a long and winding conversation in this country about public debt, its management, and the weight it has on the economy and people's lives. There has also been a political conversation of blame game, how previous regimes blundered in accumulating unnecessary debts. If the story started in 2014, what did the government say then? What did it not communicate? Why did it not communicate the implication of the debt? Maybe Kenyans would have been adequately prepared with a fuller view of the debts. 10 years later, have we learned the lesson? If those in authority continue to communicate in an elitist manner, leaving out the citizen, the taxpayer, who will endure the consequences of the weight of the public debt, should we still expect the political class to take the blame game path when election time comes? The Cabinet dispatch read on Wednesday, "In steering the nation towards inclusive growth, the fiscal policy stance for the financial year 2024-2025 and the medium-term budget aims to support the bottom-up economic transformation agenda through a growth-friendly fiscal consolidation plan." This Cabinet dispatch must make sense to members of the Cabinet. But does it make sense to the general public? Is there any intention to let the public understand? Why communicate in ways that do not actually communicate? How can the general citizenry participate in making crucial decisions about their nation if those who govern can't even get a message across? Does it really make sense? And that is my sense tonight.